Okay, now we've reset. We're going to go ahead and go over bunt D with a runner on second base. And the reason I said runner on second base and not a runner on first and second is it doesn't matter that there's a runner on first base. To be honest, this runner is honestly, in most cases, not even going to be usually gotten unless there's a ball right back at the pitcher and we have the option of rolling two. Typically, we're going to be trying to get the out here at third, late in the game, or essentially getting the out at first base. Most of the time, that's probably what's going to happen. So first baseman is not holding on because there's a runner in front. He can't go anywhere anyway. If we do have the option, if this guy does get a very large primary and then goes ahead and gets a normal secondary, he's going to be off quite a bit. That we can drop step and then catch the ball deep. If you're left-handed, this is a fairly simple footwork. You're just going to drop your right step, catch the ball deep back here off your left hip, and be able to apply the tab. If we do drop step, it's going to be important that you get back, or if we have a design play that you maybe cheat a step back if something like that happens where we can throw outside. Usually that's probably going to happen with a right-handed batter. But anyway, so on the bunt D, first baseman's going to be here. His responsibility is anything in this area in front of him. Pitcher's got directly at him or towards this side. We would like the first baseman, if he can get to this ball and have a play, because his momentum is working that direction, it's going to be easier. If it's a right-handed pitcher, he's going to have to flip his hips. If it's a left-handed pitcher, that would obviously be better. But in this case, we'd really like for a ball back up the middle, if it's possible, for the first baseman to get there to go ahead and make that throw. The third baseman has anything hard. So anything hard is anything that's probably going to go beyond this 45-foot mark here. So if I draw a straight line from here over to here, anything that would maybe go beyond that, the third baseman's going to come up charge and get the guy to first base. But let's just say we have this play over here on this side that lands that way. If the pitcher can get to this area, it's probably going to be a play for him. So if we've got a play at third baseman's here. Let's just say the pitcher fields the ball in this area. If he's right-handed, he's going to drop his right foot over here towards the line, field the ball, opening his hips, almost as if he's going to turn and throw the ball towards the outfield, I guess. But then he'll be able to reset his feet and make a throw this direction, and everyone else can recover in that regard. So if this does happen here as well, the shortstop is rotating back here. Probably not going to be able to make it over here for a poor throw. That's what the left fielder's job. He'll be over in this area. But essentially, any kind of deflection that can happen, which could, is in this area. That's what would be helpful. That way, this run doesn't score and this guy doesn't move up. We're able to potentially hold guys in place there. Okay, so I'll just kind of reset that back. So third baseman's here on that particular play. Now, if we don't have a play there, or let's just go back and say that the third baseman is the one that actually fields the ball here because it was a harder bunt down the line. First baseman is going to recover back to first base because remember, he's actually charging on the play. But if the bunt's that way, he can recover and be able to get back. And then the shortstop is then going to go ahead and rotate over here. The first baseman is going to, or the second baseman is going to rotate over here. So we're going to be leaving the runner that is here at second base. We're going to be leaving him there, just where he's at. There's no reason to have a play on him. We're really just trying to keep this lead runner from scoring in that case because they both moved up. All right, now we're going to go over short bunt D with a runner on second base. So late in the game, absolutely want to get this out. It's almost a sellout. This may be the winning run with nobody out late in the game. Can't let this guy get to third base. This guy just hit a double off the wall. Now they're going to try and bunt, get him over so they can score many ways with one out. So first baseman is going to be way in. We're going to force this guy to have to bunt it to this side. Most guys, teams are taught to bunt the ball always up the first baseline. In this case, if they do that, we've got an opportunity to get this out. And if we've got a left-handed first baseman, it's easier. If it's a right-handed first baseman, it just kind of depends on how you field it, whether you flip your hips or turn to the inside. This guy's off. This guy's holding at home. Pitcher has got this line. The only bunt that the third baseman is going to have to get is the one that's hard. We have to come up and get it. Second baseman is going to be covering. He's going to be charging in and shoving over. Usually probably don't even have to charge in, but we can. We can come in just like we normally do, come straight over to get that bunt if it's up that side. So first baseman very well should end up in this area of the field. That's how close we want to be able to get. So when we start, just like we did on the other side, we're probably going to start around that 45-yard mark, or 45-foot mark, excuse me. And a good marker for that is the runner's lane. So the runner's lane is supposed to be a line that extends from here and goes all the way up. So it's a good visual for you guys if we have to put this play on.